Unless you have been living under a rock the last year, you should be aware of the upcoming release of the all-new 2023 Corvette Z06. As the expected date nears, I became curious about the history behind the Z06 nameplate. Where did it come from? Where did it originate? What makes this Corvette much different than the others? Welcome back to Boosted, and in this video we will break down the history and heritage of the Z06. In order to truly understand the history of this car, we must first talk about the famed father of the Corvette, Z06. The first Z06 was an option package on the iconic 1963 split-window Corvette, developed by Corvette's legendary engineer and racing advocate, Z06. He successfully lobbied for the 1963 Corvette to offer a package for customers who intended to race the new car. This was a top-secret package that many customers were not aware of. For those in the know, checking the RPO Z06 box on the Corvette's order sheet added a thicker 24mm front stabilizer bar, larger diameter shock absorbers, and springs that were nearly twice as stiff as standard parts. The Z06 package also featured upgraded brake components, including sintered metal brake linings, which stood up to heat and resisted wear better than conventional material. A dual master cylinder and vacuum brake booster to enhance safety and reduce braking effort was also added. Possibly the most significant for racing, the Z06 option could be combined with a larger 36.5-gallon fiberglass fuel tank that allowed racers to stay on the track longer. Z06 equipped models quickly became known as big tank or tanker Corvettes and were originally limited to coupe models because the tank wouldn't fit in convertibles. Later, Chevrolet revised the package, making the regular 20-gallon fuel tank standard in the big tank an option. The change allowed for the Z06 package to be ordered on a convertible. The only one is believed to have been built, though. The package was originally added more than 40% on the Corvette's base price. Aluminum knockoff wheels were also an option. After 1963, the Z06 trim was put on the back burner, and not turning up again until the 5th generation or C5 Corvette. During the Corvette's 5th generation, the Z06 was reintroduced as a special 2001 model that took Corvette's performance farther than it had ever been. Engineers started with the Corvette's unique limited production hardtop body, which featured a fixed roof design that was stiffer and lighter than the hatchback coupe. The car was further lightened with the titanium exhaust, thinner glass, lighter wheels, conventional tires in place of the standard run flat tires, less sound deadening material, a fixed radio antenna instead of a power antenna, and an even smaller, lighter battery. The result shaved about 100 pounds off the weight of the conventional coupe model. The car also introduced rear brake cooling ducts integrated into the rear fenders, which would become a signature styling cue of the Z06. On the other side of the power to weight equation is horsepower, and to that end, the 2001 Z06 used an exclusive LS6 version of the Gen 3 small block engine. It featured a unique internal parts including a hotter camshaft and higher compression pistons, and an enhanced cylinder block design for greater bay-to-bay breathing, helping it produce 385 horsepower. Further enhancements contributed to an increased 405 horsepower in 2002. The engine was backed by a 6-speed manual transmission with a Z06 specific gear ratio. Moving on to the 6th generation, we see the Corvette Z06 name brought back once again. The groundbreaking 6th generation Corvette Z06 elevated the Corvette to compete with the world's most capable supercars. A power-to-weight ratio of 6.2 to 1 was one of the best in the world, helping it run from 0 to 60 in about 3.7 seconds, though through the quarter mile and low 11-second range, and achieve a top speed of more than 190 miles an hour. The foundation of the Z06 was its own, a dedicated aluminum chassis, the first unique frame for a special model Corvette. Finally, the most recent Z06 that is available comes from the C7 generation. The new 2015 Corvette Z06 was the first Z06 to offer a supercharged engine, an automatic transmission, and thanks to a stiffer aluminum frame, a removable roof panel. It was developed in conjunction to the C7R race car with technology proven through Corvette racing. A new supercharged 6.2-liter engine was rated at an estimated 625 horsepower, which powers the Z06. It is one of the industry's only supercars to offer the choice of 2 transmissions, a 7-speed manual and an all-new 8-speed automatic transmission. This is also the first appearance of the Z07 package. An available carbon fiber aero package adds carbon fiber front splitter with an aviation-style winglets. Carbon fiber rocker panels and larger rear spoiler were also available. The Z07 package also added larger winglets, adjustable see-through center section of the rear spoiler, and Michelin Pilot Super Sport Cup tires with carbon ceramic brakes. With this package, the Corvette Z06 delivers the most aerodynamic downforce of any GM production car. Finally, that brings us to the C8 Z06 that is expected to go in production late spring of 2022. The Z06 is set apart by its beating heart. The all-new 5.5-liter LT6 flat-plane crank V8 is the highest horsepower naturally aspirated V8 to hit the market in any production car ever. This motor is meant to rival the Europeans' supercars available on the market today. This new motor revs to a whopping 8,600 RPMs, and according to General Motors, engineers spent 2 years crafting a distinctive, rich exhaust tone unlike anything ever heard from a Corvette. The sound and appearance of the Z06 take direction from Corvette racing. The direct knowledge transfers from the track to the street and make this car even greater than it already would have been. The Z06 has underpinned Corvette Racing's C8R since it began competing in 2020. Thanks to a shared chassis, similar engine architecture, and exterior proportions, the C8R has been referred to internally as the Z06 hiding in plain sight. Additionally, the Z06 contains a stance that is 3.6 inches wider than the Stingray, unique front and rear fascias, a unique standard reconfigurable rear spoiler, available lightweight rigid carbon fiber wheels, and an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. Overall, we can see by studying the Z06 and its history, we can understand how the modern-day Z06 reflect the raw racing experience Zora was aiming for when he created the original Z06 in the first place. The upcoming Z06 is gaining more and more hype by the day. With the current market conditions, I say good luck finding one for under $50,000 MSRP. Overall, though, we look forward to seeing this car and what it can do and how it continues on the legacy of the Z06. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe for more automotive content. I'll see you next time on Boosted.